Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do another daily makeup bag switch up. The last one I did was a spring version and we're now into summer, so I want to switch up some of these products. They're a bit more summer related and the goal is to kind of use them on a daily basis and use some of them up. And I actually did use a fair amount of products out from the spring version, so you'll see a few changes. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. But yeah, I just thought it's quite a fun little video, just switching up my daily makeup bag seasonally. Obviously I still use my other makeup for videos and the bits and pieces, but when I'm just sitting down doing my everyday makeup, this is the bag that I use. So I'll quickly go through the spring version and then I'm going to go switch out for some summery products and then do a quick look with it as well. And like I did with the spring one, I will do another video where I kind of do a few versions of an everyday look using just these products as well. So that sounds like something you're interested in, then please keep on watching. I'll go in the order I apply my face. So primer was the Hello Sunday SPF 50, the one that's got it all. So I did end up using the Glow primer which was in the spring version. So this is now the new one that's in here. Foundation was the Madara Skin Equal Soft Glow Foundation, and I'm actually not far off using this one up. The pump's kind of stopped working, so I have to tap it out, but there's not too much left in here. So again, that's another product that I've used up almost by doing this. Concealer, I've now got the Milk, what's this called? It's got quite a long name. The Milk Sunshine Under Eye Tint and Brightening Concealer. So my Kosas one I used up and I switched it to this one in my bag. So yeah, this is the concealer I was using. Still on the Madara Air Equal powder, but this is very much going to be on its way out soon. There's very little left around here, so that's been definitely well loved and used. I used up the Illuminator Pure bronzer that I had, so I did switch in for the Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Kit, and the main reason I switched in is because it's pretty much out anyway. I'm struggling to get much use out of this, so this will probably be going into an empties video very soon. Still the same blushes from when I first did this, so the e.l.f. Putty Blusher in Bora Bora and the 100% Pure Fruit Pigmented Blush in Healthy. So these two I didn't end up using up. Blushes I feel like don't get used up very quickly anyway, because it tends to be a decent amount of product in here, and they're both quite pigmented, so you don't need a lot anyway, so they're still going strong. Oh, and a product that isn't in here that I did use up also was the e.l.f. Halo Glow for my glowy product as well, so that's actually been used up now. So eyebrows, I was using the Lavera Eyebrow Pencil in Brown and the Kosas Airbrow in Brown Black. These are still very much on the go, I haven't used those up yet. Lolo eye primer as always. And I didn't end up using up any of the eye products, surprisingly. So I had the Lolo mineral eyeshadows in Soft Brown and Green Opal. I wasn't expecting to use those up necessarily because there's quite a lot of product in there. But I did think I'd get through these ones, or at least they'd end up drying out. So I got the e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow in Moon and then the Kosas 60-second shadow in Simmer. But they're both still actually going strong. I feel like e.l.f. is going to run out soon. But yeah, surprisingly, those are both still going strong. My two eyeliners are still going strong. So I had the Lolo brown eyeliner and the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal in black. Mascara was the Agent Nature Holy Lash. This actually I feel like is on its way out. It's starting to feel a little bit dried up. So I feel I'm not too far off using this mascara, which is great. And the lip products as well are still going strong. So I had a nude lip option and a pink lip option from Everyday Looks. So I had the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, the Coloured Pop matte lipstick in Name Drop, which was a nice peachy shade, and then the Lolo Whisper lip gloss, which actually is not far off being used up, but it's still got some product in there. And then the pink option was Lolo's True Pink lip liner with Lolo's lipstick in Flirtation, and then Kiko's 3D Hydra lip gloss in 27. Beautiful pink one. This got a lot of use, but still very much going strong. So those were the products that were in my spring everyday makeup bag. I'm now going to go ahead, put some away and swap it out for a bit more summery tones, a bit more of the bronze shades, maybe a bit more of a pop of colour like an orange or a red. And yeah, I'll come back and show you kind of what my new daily makeup bag looks like, and then I'll apply them to my face. Okay, I've gone ahead and selected some new products to make up my new summer daily makeup bag, so I'll quickly go through them. So I'm going to stick with the Hello Sunday SPF 50 Sun Primer. Just because I think it's really important. A, I want a primer, but also because it's got SPF 50 in it, I think it's really good. For my kind of no makeup days, I've got the Dr. Hauschka bronzing tint. So just to give my face a little bit of a bronze, but without necessarily going in with any foundation or anything like that. I kind of like what I did with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. It's like my substitute for foundation. I'll mix this in with the primer, add a bit of concealer for an everyday kind of base routine. So I do really like that. Then for foundation, it's probably no surprise I'm going with my Lolo Mineral Foundation, because this is perfect for summertime, especially if you're like me who has an oily T-zone, because it really does keep the oils at bay, but it's not super matte, or it makes your skin look flat. And as I discovered last year, I can put cream and liquids over the top of it and kind of get the best of both worlds. So this had to be my foundation for the summer. And following on that concealer, I'm also going to take the Lolo Mineral Concealer in the shade Blondie as well. I am going to keep the Madara powder in there just for the days where I am just doing my kind of no makeup routine. Just so I can do a little bit of setting on the skin, and it's almost run out, so I thought maybe get that used up. Okay, moving on to bronzer. So again, I've given myself a couple options. So I've got the, again, more Lolo products. This is their Mineral Bronzer in Wakiki. This was one of my absolute favourites last summer. It's a real gorgeous bronzer. It's got a bit of a sheen to it, so it gives extra glow to the skin, which I really, really like. And then I've also put in here their cream foundation, but in the shade Bamboo. If you watched my previous video, I tested this out as like a cream bronzer, because I really do like my cream products, and it worked really well. I went a little heavy-handed, so I will go a bit light-handed using this, but when I want my cream products, I thought this would be a nice bronzer. For blushes, I've actually gone for 2 kind of cream liquids instead of 1 cream, 1 powder. For kind of more days where I'm a bit more vibrant blusher, I'm actually going to use the Rare Beauty Joy blusher. Gorgeous orange tone, which I think, again, would be perfect for summer. And then for slightly subtler blush, I've got the Kjar Weis blusher in Suntouched. Again, a nice kind of neutral tone, a bit of a bronzier shade. So again, like it says, it does give that sun-kissed kind of look, which I thought would be really nice for summer. And both of them aren't, like the Rare Beauty kind of does dry down, and this one isn't a super creamy blusher either. So again, for summer, it does work quite well, and they work over the top of the mineral foundation as well, which is perfect. And then one highlighter, and probably no surprise, it is Lolo's Afterglow. Just I love this so much last summer, so I want to use it again this summer. The base product is a setting spray. So I used up my Milk Hydro Grip primer, setting spray, and if you watched my wish list / shopping list makeup video, you know on my wish list I want try the Cloud setting spray from Kosas. I haven't picked it up yet. I kind of wanted to wait until I got the Kosas powder as well and do a big testing video on both together. So in the meantime, I picked up this one. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I've tried this before. I really like it. I think it's actually better than the Milk Hydro Grip that I last tried. So I was in town and I thought, well, I do need a setting spray. So until I end up getting the Cloud Setting Mist from Kosas, this will be my kind of in-between setting spray. Okay, onto the eyes. I'm going back to my brow palette. I really struggle with that brow pencil. I think powders are just my favourite to use. Yes, I don't use all of these. This was kind of back when I was doing a little bit of freelancing. But these are the 2 that I gravitate towards depending on my hair shade or hair colour that I've dyed it. And I do really like it, and it just is so easy to use. So I want to put that back in. And I'm going to keep the Kosas Airbrow gel as well. Okay. Sticking with Lolo's eye primer because there is no other primer that I'd use, so that's still staying. And then for my eyes, I actually decided I would go with a palette this time round, and I've opted for On The Rocks from Lolo because it's got nice kind of summery bronzy tones, a few pinky shades which I think is quite nice for summer. This is a really gorgeous bronze shade, and I can create some really nice kind of soft everyday looks with it, and I thought actually it would be a good way of getting some use out of the palette as well. So I'm going to put that into my everyday bag, along with this highlighter. Now these Ether Beauty highlighters, I've got this one which is Pink Diamond Dust, and I also have Pure Diamond Dust. They don't really get much use at the moment because my preference in highlighters very much changed since I first got these. These are too intense for me, especially Pure Diamond Dust. I much prefer a much more natural, subtle highlighter. But I thought for on the eyes, when I want to pop or something, this could be really pretty. So that's why I want to add it in there, to kind of work into the eyes, just like a pop in the inner corners or something like that. I think could be really pretty. I actually kept the Lavera eyebrow pencil in here, but I'm going to use it as an eyeliner instead, a brown eyeliner, because I think brown for summer works really nice and is much more softer than black and goes with a lot of the tones as well. So I thought to not kind of waste it, because I didn't really enjoy it as an eyebrow pencil, use it as an eyeliner instead. So that's what I'm going to do. And I also picked up the Neve Cosmetics Pastello in Rose, which is like a nice pearly tone. So I thought actually for the waterline could be really nice for summer as well. I'm going to go with Kiko's Maxi mascara in the brown shade, because again I think brown tones for summer look much softer but also kind of really go with those summery tones as well. Okay, then lips. Again, I've gone with a nude option and a bit of a pop of colour for my everyday look. So for the nude option, I've got Benecos' lip liner in Sandalwood. It's quite a nude, peachy tone. I then got the Benecos lipstick in Peach. And then I thought, as it's about to run out, let's keep Lily Lo's Whisper lip gloss in there and get that used up. So that's my nude option. And then for one with a bit of pop of colour, I've gone for kind of a bit of a coral orangey tone that I can make work for an everyday look. The lip liner, lipstick and lip gloss don't really match in shades, but I think together would work quite well. So the lip liner is Lily Lolo's Ruby Red, which I'll just do a nice light dusting. I realised I don't really have any orange toned lip liners, so I thought a red one would work. Then I'm going to go in with the Kiko Unlimited Double Touch lipstick. This is in 108. It's a really nice kind of soft red orange shade, which I think would be really nice for summer. But then I've also got this gorgeous lip gloss as well from Kiko. This is in the shade 34. And again, either with those combinations or even by itself, really gorgeous pop of colour for summer, but it's not too intense that you couldn't make work into an everyday makeup look. So those are the products that I'm going to switch into my everyday summer makeup bag. I'm going to now apply them to my face and do some kind of look with them. Like I said, I will do that video of me doing like a couple of everyday looks using all these products as well. And I do have a mini first impressions in this video as well afterwards, which I'll come to, but let's get started onto the makeup. I'm going to start off with Hello Sunday's SPF 50. This is the one that's got it all sun primer. So this is a relatively new product. You saw me test it in a video not too long ago, but it works really well. And like I said, I just didn't want to go with a glow primer again for summer, because I think this one's just a bit more practical. Okay, next up is Lily Lolo's Mineral Foundation in Chardoll. Next with the Lily Lolo's Mineral Concealer in Blondie. I am going to go in with the cream foundation but in Bamboo, and just take a little bit this time and act as a cream bronzer. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques sculpting brush for this. There we go, much more softer bronze than the previous time I used this. I think I'm going to keep the soft theme and go with the Kjar Weis blusher in Suntouched. Again, same brush. Going with pop highlighter, so Afterglow from Lily Lolo. I'm going to use my finger for this. Take a little bit down the nose. And then I'm going to give my face a quick spritz of the e.l.f. setting spray. Okay, I'm going to quickly fill my brows. So the shade I'm going to go for is Chocolate from ABH, and then I'll just go in with the Kosas Airbrow afterwards. I'm going to do something quite soft on the eyes today. I'm just going to quickly go in with the eye primer. I take my big fluffy brush that I love. This is Spectrum CO5. And I'm going to go in with the shade Afterglow. And I'm literally just going to do a wash across the lid. And I'm going to add a touch of pink diamond dust as well. Just a light amount, just add a bit of something across the lid as well. Okay, just going to load up my upper lashes with mascara. I think I will go in with a nude lip for today's look. So Benecos in Sandalwood. Benecos lipstick, but in peach. And actually I don't want to add the lip gloss on top because I actually like how that colour looks. Okay, so that's the products applied to my face. Like I said, I've got a few options for some of the categories just to kind of vary it up. So there will be a video coming soon like I did with the spring everyday look, where I show you examples of different variations of everyday look using all these products. So that'll be coming soon. But yeah, this is the look I've come up with today. Just very, it's actually quite a monotone, like peachy bronze. Very pretty. But quickly just doing a first impressions. I noticed this on Naturissimo. So this is Hella Sunday. This is an SPF 30 Sun Face Mist. It's called the Retouch one. So obviously I've got the primer, which is an SPF 50. But the idea of this is you can quickly like retouch your face with SPF throughout the day. And I was really intrigued with it because obviously it's great. I've got a primer, it's got SPF 50, but I can't touch it up because if I've got makeup on. And I thought this could be a really great alternative. So I want to, I'm going to kind of test this throughout the day and see if it disrupts the makeup at all. So I'm not going to apply it now because I've just applied the SPF 50 in the primer. So I'm going to give it a couple of hours. I'll come back, I'll give it a spritz. We can see how my skin is looking, if we can see any disruption, anything like that. Then I'll go away again for a couple of hours and we'll come back and do the same thing, just because I'm intrigued to see how well this works. And I think this could be really good, like I said, if you've got makeup on but you want to make sure you touch up the SPF, this could be really good. So yeah, the Retouch one, invisible finish, it's got IR plus blue light protection, anti-pollution, high protection PA, UVB and UVA. Yeah, shake, spray and stay protected. A fragrance-free formula designed for use over makeup or on its own. Yeah, shake well before use, spray abundantly from a distance of 20 centimeters over the face, neck and neckline with your eyes closed before exposure to the sun or to top up your protection over the course of the day. Reapply every 2 hours to keep protected. Avoid breathing in the product. In case of contact with the eyes, obviously rinse out your eyes thoroughly. So I saw it. I thought that could be quite a good summer product, and I'm going to do a little testing today. So this is how we are looking. Like I said, I'll come back in a couple of hours. The time is currently 12:30, and we'll just see if it disrupts the makeup or not. We'll do it a couple of times throughout the day. So I'll be back for that. Okay, it's been a couple of hours. I am back now. I have eaten lunch, which is why my lips come off, but everything else still looking intact as it should. So I'm going to give this a go and we'll have to see. It's quite a thin, a nice fine mist, which is good, so let's have a go. Just so you actually shake well before you use, so I'll quickly do that. Okay. I'm not sure how much you're supposed to spray, but we'll go with that. Okay, it has left water droplets on my skin. Is that going to focus? There's one here. And it has got a bit of a white tinge to it. Yeah, just shake it a bit more, and I'm going to spray out my hand just to make sure it wasn't me. No, it does have white dots. What I'm going to do, just going to rub that in. Oh, it feels nice though. Is, oh, I can feel it drying down actually. Obviously not the spots that are there, so I'm just going to very carefully with a brush just dab over those spots. I think we've done. Okay. That, oh, I can feel it on my skin. It's giving that kind of like a bit of a tightening effect on my skin. That's the way I can describe it. But I mean, in terms of my makeup, I just dabbed those spots in and they've gone, and it hasn't actually, I don't think it's disrupted, or has it a little bit? Okay, there's a few more dots I haven't actually plopped in. Okay, that's better. I can't tell if you can still see the areas where it's had the splodges or not. I mean, I'm not looking any shinier, so I don't think it adds any like greasiness or shininess to the skin, which is good. I think I've got rid of those spots now. So I have to see. I really like the concept of this. The only thing I would say is, like I said, it leaves spots that are like visible. But it seems if I just gently stipple away. So you had this, or if you had like a powder puff or something, they do seem to go away. Like I said, it's not maybe any shinier or anything like that. The only thing I feel like a slight tightening effect on my skin. So I'll come back in a couple more hours and we'll see how my skin looks, and also apply another layer just to see what it's like to reapply, and then we'll leave it there. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, another 2 hours has passed. Everything's still looking exactly the same, so it definitely doesn't disrupt makeup, and actually the tightness has gone slightly now, which is good. So I'm just gonna go one more time just to make sure. I'm going to see if I can maybe do it a bit further away to prevent the splotches. It says about 20 centimetres. I say it's a bit further that I'm doing, so let's just have another go. I need to actually reach my skin. I'm still getting the splotches. I shook it and I definitely left some distance. I just think it's something you're going to have to go in and gently go over with a brush, or like I said, a powder puff, whatever you want to use, sponge. I'm also not convinced it's getting the whole face either. I just feel like you'd have to go in quite a bit to ensure everything's covered. Oh, that did a better job this time. Like I say, you just have to kind of tap in those water droplets. But what I will say is it's not disrupting the makeup underneath, which I think is a really good thing. It does make the face slightly shiny to begin with, and then it does dry down. So what I say is, yeah, you're going to have to use something to dab in the spots, because it will leave those white spots. And there is a slight tightening effect on the skin as well, which does disappear. So yeah, I might keep on using it. It was just real quick first impressions on this. I saw it, I thought it would be quite useful, especially over top of makeup. I mean, even without makeup, you're still going to have to kind of rub it in because of those white splotches. But I'm going to keep on using it, see how I get on with it. It could be something that's quite good and handy, but yeah, you're just going to have to dab it in because you're going to get the white spots, that's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to round up that video here so it's not too long, but that's going to be my new summer daily makeup to use. I will do another video soon with a couple of different everyday looks, so I really hope you enjoyed. Please leave any please leave any future requests down below, and I'll see you all in my next video.